Great.
Okay, well, welcome to your practice. And if you're watching on the catch-up, then welcome also to your practice. So in terms of props for today, it's all our usual bits and pieces. If you do have something that's like a yoga belt, then please go ahead and grab anything like a scarf or a yoga belt or anything. And if you don't have anything like that, then that's okay, because we can still do it without. So I'll quickly grab mine. So if you've got a brick or two or some cushions, a yoga block, and of course always a blanket is always really great. So you can just let yourself get organized. And we will start seated this morning or today. Okay. Right, we'll get comfortable. All right, so let's just come and find the support underneath the lower body. And you can sit either cross-legged or you can kneel, of course, just see what works for you. And perhaps starting with the eyes open, but keeping the gaze quite low and quite soft. And very gently, let's invite that in-breath, moving all the way in. And then that gentle sigh. Just giving yourself this moment to notice the space around you, the space that you're in. And if you feel comfortable to do so, then just simply close the eyes. And we can begin to coax the attention to the movement of the breath. So gently tracing the breath all the way in and down. And all the way back up and out. So you may wish to begin to cultivate the Ujjayi breath. Perhaps inhaling for the count of 4 and exhaling for the count of 4. And I invite you now to begin to cultivate what often gets called box breathing or square breathing, where we could inhale for the count of 3 or 4, pause the breath for 3 or 4, exhale for the count of 3 or 4, and then pausing the breath for that 3 or 4 count. But just keep working to your capacity. Gently following the pathway of the breath. Let's just take 2 more complete breaths, working with that conscious effort. And when you're ready, just let go of any control to the breath. Allow yourself to land. And from here, you can just link the fingers, turn the palms away, taking the arms up. And just inviting a stretch through the body, maybe leaning to one side. And leaning to the other side. Maybe a little lift of the chest. And perhaps a rounding of the back, pressing the back of the heart into the space behind you. And then just coming back up to center. And you're welcome to roll the shoulders and gently ease the neck. Great. Okay, so take your time. We're going to find our way to the hands and knees. Just going to welcome Jane. Jane, sorry I was a bit slow getting you admitted from the waiting room. Hi, Jane. Okay, so let's find our way to the hands and knees. So feel free to use your blanket underneath your shins. So allow yourself just to tap back into that steady cadence of your breathing, okay? So here we have hands under shoulders, knees under the hips, and allow that in-breath to lift the chest and roll the heart forward, arching the spine, and with the exhale, pull round the back of the heart towards the sky. Let's keep rolling through this. Inhale can move the heart forward. And the exhale can send the back of the heart towards the sky. Let's take that twice more. Just coming back to a neutral position with the spine. We'll just gently move the left hand in slightly towards the right one. And the in-breath can open us to the right, reaching up to the sky with that right arm. Great, and as you exhale, we'll weave it through the left. We're not going to stay, we're going to weave it through, even if you're hovering above the floor, just moving into that little spiral. Inhale as open out again. Do that twice more, okay? Exhale, gently move it through. One more, inhale. And exhale, sweep it through. Inhale, weaving it out, opening through the arm. And then let's return that right hand down to the earth. Second side, inhale, floating the right arm up, left arm rather. And exhale, weaving it through. Lovely. Twice more, just like that. Okay, coming on out, third time. Opening around. And then placing the hand back down to the earth. So the in-breath can now roll the heart forward. Let's tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. And let's just feel free to tread through the legs. So you can bend one knee and release heavy through the opposite heel. And then vice versa, just gently walking through the legs. easy in the back of the neck. Now, if you're using a blanket, just feel free to keep that blanket there. Okay, so we'll do some salutations by dropping the back knee down today. So you might want that extra padding. But so take your time. We're going to start to tread the feet forwards. Gently walking the feet towards the hands, keeping the toes pointing straight ahead. The in-breath can lengthen the spine. The out-breath can fold us in. Inhale, lengthen the spine, press into the feet, sending the heart forward. And the exhale, folding us in. Inhale, press into the feet, send the heart forward. Exhale, bringing the hands onto the hips. Inhale, press into the feet, come all the way up to stand. And then when you're ready, let's release the arms. Here we are. Nice. So just finding your way into the feet. You're welcome to lift the toes from the mat, spread them wide. And then reconnect the toes down. Shoulders are gently resting on the back. And the next inhale can breathe the arms up. Reaching up through the body. Exhale, folding forward all the way down. So bend the knees as much as you wish. Inhale can lengthen your spine. Hands to your shins. Send the heart forward. Exhale, bend the knees and the left foot steps back, lowering that left knee down. Inhale, press into the front foot, breathing the arms up, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze. Good, as you exhale, hands to your mat, and we'll find our way to the hands and knees this morning. Inhale to roll the heart forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Settling in, just taking a full in-breath right here. Full out breath, hugging the armpits towards the midline of your body. So from here, we'll gently pick up the right foot. Deep inhale to pick up the right foot. Exhale, great. Let's step it towards the hand or between the hands, and we'll lower the back knee down. Great, let's take your time. So building your foundation, so either the back toes can be tucked or you can point them away, whatever suits. From here, we can link the fingers, okay? If that doesn't work for you this morning, if you've got your yoga belt to hand, you can always hold on to the yoga belt. And the aim here is to let your shoulder blades squeeze together on the back of the body. In breath can lift the heart. Out breath, shoulder blades moving together, maybe sinking the pelvis. From here, you can release the hands, taking the arms up. Inhale. And with the exhale, hands to your mat. And we'll go straight into downward facing dog. Or remember, you can always go straight to child's pose if you prefer, or to the hands and knees. Take a full in breath right here. A full out breath. Inhale, left foot lifting up. Exhale, stepping it through. And the back knee can come down. So if you're using the yoga belt, go ahead and catch that yoga belt. If not, link the fingers. I'll do it that way on this side. Shoulder blades gently moving towards each other. And with the in-breath, we're rolling the heart forward. With the out-breath, you can just gently sink the pelvis. Great. The in-breath moving deep into the chest. Exhale, release the hands, sweeping the arms up. Inhale right here. Great. As you exhale, bring the hands down to the earth and then either downward facing dog straight away, or you can go by the hands and knees, hips high. Here we are. Full inhale. A full exhale. Next in breath, picking up the right foot. Exhale, stepping it through. Back knee goes down. Inhale, breathing the arms up. Press deep into your front foot. Lifting your chest, tiny back bend if that works. And as you exhale, hands come to your mat. Back foot stepping forward. Folding in over the legs, exhaling. Inhale, let's breathe to stand. Press into the feet all the way up. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, folding forward straight away. Inhale to lengthen. You can place the hands to your shins, sending the heart forward. Exhale, bend the knees, right foot stepping back, and we'll lower the back knee down. Inhale, press into the front foot. Breathe in the arms up. With the exhale, hands to your mat, and come to the hands and knees. Full exhale. In breath can lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog, picking the hips high. Just taking one complete inhale here. Good. One complete exhale. So inhale, we can lift that right foot again. Exhale, stepping it forward. Remember, give it a handy nudge if you wish. And you'll place the back knee down. Great. Lovely. So to see how it feels if your body's getting a little bit warmer, you might find you want to sink your hips and let your pelvis just gently move forward. Okay, but just go easy on your body. Inhale, taking the arms up. Now we're going to turn to the right. Exhale, the arms come to shoulder height, and you'll spiral to the right. Let's take that twice more. So inhale. Exhale to the right. Good. Once more. Inhale. Exhaling to the right. Inhale, lifting it up. And from here, keep the feet where they are, hands to the earth. Inhale fully, and then from here, once again, turn to the right into that spiral. You've got your left hand on the mat, reaching up, wonderful. And the option there to take that back knee off. Find your breath right here. Good. Of course, as you know, you can always wrap the arm behind your back. One more deep inhale. And with the exhale, let's unwind that. Find our way out. Downward facing dog. Lengthening through the spine. Let's take one plank from here. Inhale, bring the weight forward. Find plank. Exhale, navel to spine, downward facing dog. Establish your breath. Let's go for the second side. So we can take the left foot up. Inhale. Exhale, stepping it through. Back knee goes down. Inhale, taking the arms up. Exhale, perhaps the pelvis moves down slightly forward. Inhale. So now turning to your left. Exhale. Twice more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, both arms reach up. You can lift the heart, lift the gaze. Exhale, now feet stay where they are, and let's place the right hand down. Inhale fully, and with the exhale, turning to your left. Follow the breath, and you've got the option there to lift your back knee if you want to. Deep inhale. And then with your exhale, let's unwind and come on out into downward facing dog. Now, if you've got a blanket like I have, you're welcome just to move that blanket. We're going to find a plank from here. Deep inhale, find your plank. Exhale, knees up or down, all the way to your belly. So preparing for a locust. So let's release the arms by the sides of the body. And then from here, actually for today, right, flip the hands so the palms face down on your mat. As you inhale, lift up your head, chest, and arms and legs. Shoulder blades squeeze together on the back. Great. One more deep inhale. And then exhale, let's release that and prepare the arms for cobra. Inhale, doesn't matter how high you lift. Inhale, lifting into your cobra, shoulders roll back and down. And then exhale, child's pose, curling all the way back. Let's keep it quite active so we can have the pads of the fingers on the mat. The elbows are lifted from the mat. And then sending the forehead to the earth. Deep in breath, send it into the back of your body. A gentle sigh. Inhale, rock up, hands and knees. Exhale, downward facing dog. Smooth inhale here. Smooth exhale right here. So inhale, picking up the left foot. Exhale, let's step it through. Back knee can go down. Good. Inhale, breathing the arms up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Back foot stepping forward. And we're folding over the legs on the exhale. Bend your knees as much as you like. Okay, let's just take a couple of breaths here. You're welcome to hold on to the calves, the ankles, maybe around the heels. And then see how it feels right here, okay, to bend your knees. Let your chest come onto your thighs. Head heavy. And then if you'd like to, you can start to straighten your legs just a little more, but you don't have to. And remembering that steady pace of your breathing. Full inhale. Full exhale. Next inhale, press into your feet. Lengthen your spine to send the gaze forward. Exhale, hands come onto your hips. Press into your roots. Let's come to stand. Inhale. And exhale, releasing the arms by your sides completely. Next inhale, breathing the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. So navel to spine as you fold, release the neck. Inhale, can lengthen your spine, send the gaze forward. Exhale from here, plant your hands, bend the knees, and then step back, one foot then the other to downward facing dog. Find your inhale to unroll us to plank pose. Exhale, knees up or down, chaturanga, or knees, chest, chin, okay? So either it's upward dog or cobra, you decide, or you can also do that locust again. And exhale, come on back, downward facing dog. So inhale, picking up the right foot. Actually, do you know what? If you've got space, yeah, let's lift the leg quite high. You can keep the right knee bent, nudging right knee high to the sky. Just open up that hip. When you're ready, let's step that right foot forward. Again, giving it a handy nudge if you wish. Coming into a high lunge. So we've got that ball of the back foot connecting to the mat. Little bend to the back knee. Brilliant. And then really find the stability in your legs. Excellent. Inhale right here. Exhale, inviting the navel towards the spine, the tailbone just gently lengthening down. Now from here, a little bit of a tricky transition, so just go easy on yourself. Bring the hands onto your hips. Then from here, we'll come to a standing balance. So start to bring that back foot forward. You can always tap the toes down, picking up the leg. So left knee is reaching up. And we can reach the arms up. Inhale. Exhaling fully. Inhale where you are. Now bring the hands to your hips on the exhale. We'll transition out through a warrior three, okay? So start to reach that leg back. Tip your body forward. Reaching back, you can flex that left foot. Place a little micro bend to your right knee and then land back into that high lunge. Ball the foot down. Good, very nice. Inhale, reach up through the arms. And exhale, hands to the earth. We'll come into downward facing dog. Of course, it's always kneeling if you like, yeah? So from here, just a plank. Inhale, find that plank. Exhale, stay right here. Press back a little through your heels, but then send your chest slightly forward. One more inhale. And then the exhale takes the hips high into downward dog. Good. Okay, so second side. Left foot lifts. Inhaling. Oh, we're going to open up the hip there. I almost forgot. When you're ready, exhale, sweep it through. Plant the foot down. Inhale. Come on up. Exhale, we stay right here. Inhale again, lifting the heart. Now from here, hands to your hips and pushing off that back leg. Sweeping that right leg forward. And from here, finding that balance. Inhale. Exhaling fully. From here, hands to hips, and you can transition to a warrior three. Reaching back through that leg, tipping your body forward. And landing back into your high lunge. Exhale. Good. Great. Inhale, arms up. And then with the exhale, hands to the earth, downward facing dog. Find your plank. Inhale, rocking the way forward. Exhale, let's lower down, knees up or down, chaturanga. Inhale, lifting through the chest, shoulders roll back and down. And with the exhale, let's come on back. Hands and knees or downward dog. Brilliant. Okay, let's take one complete inhale here. One complete exhale. Okay, so from here, please, bend the knees to look forward. You can step or you can hop or you can stroll towards your hands. Inhale, send the heart forward. Exhale, folding it in. Let's bend the knees, come into Utkatasana. So sinking into your heels. Breathing the arms up. Inhale. And exhale, let's dive forward all the way down. Let's do that twice more. Inhale. Dropping into your heels, sitting bones, move back. In. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bend the knees, breathe the arms up. Exhale to stay right there. Inhale, straighten through the legs. Lifting up through the body. Exhale, hands down to your prayer pose. Here we are. Let's pause right here. So either arms by your sides, or you can place the hands to your torso. Great, and just find the journey of each breath. And releasing the arms from here. Nice. Okay, so let's step out to face the long edge of your mat, okay? Let's do a tiny bit of work here. So let's take the legs a good, or the feet, I should say, the feet a good leg length apart. We'll turn the right toes to point out. Left toes to point in ever so slightly. Inhale, we'll take the arms wide, and with the exhale, coming into warrior two. It's right here. Inhale, now let's straighten the right leg, breathe the arms up. And exhale, landing in warrior two. Just do it one more time. Inhale. Excellent. Take an inhale right here. And then from here, coming into side angle, so forearm to thigh, and we can wrap the other arm behind your back. And just notice here how you can roll that top side of your rib cage up towards the ceiling. Tailbone slightly moving in. And just make sure that that right knee hasn't swung forward. So you're keeping all that lovely framework. Good. Okay, from here, taking the left arm up and over. Inhale. You might want to turn the head and look up to the palm. Exhale, sweep the arm down to the back of the body, and you can turn the head to look down. Twice more. Inhale. Lengthening the waist off of the hip there. On the exhale, sweep the arm down. Inhale, following your breath. Exhale, sweep it down. Come back to warrior two, press into the feet, warrior two, inhale. And let's exhale, straighten the leg, lower the arms and toes, point forward. Just pause right here, just feel free to roll the shoulders. And now let's turn the left toes out, right toes in slightly. Inhale, arms wide. Good. Exhale, landing into warrior two, that left knee bend. Inhale, straighten the leg, take the arms up. And exhale, landing in warrior two. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale just right here, full in breath. And exhale, place forearm to thigh. Maybe start with the arm behind the back. Just checking out all that alignment here. Tailbone gently moving under. Good. Top ribs rolling towards the ceiling. And that left knee pressing back in line with your left little toe. Inhale, sweep the top arm up and over. Good. Exhale, sweep it back. Twice more. You can look into the raised palm as it comes over. And you can exhale, look down towards the left foot as it sweeps down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, back to warrior two. Press deep into both feet. Exhale, stay. Inhale, straighten the leg, toes forward. And then lower the arms by your sides. Great. Let's roll the shoulders. All right, it's time to, you know what, let's step the feet together. Been out there for a while. Pausing right here. And just give yourself a moment to really notice how everything feels. Okay. So let's step the feet out again. Again, you've got your warrior two stride. Okay. Right toes turning out, left toes in again. Inhale, let's take the arms. This time let's go out and up. And exhale, landing into warrior two. Same deal. Okay. And let's stay right here. Then from here, please, we'll take let's reach both arms forward. And then from here, let's take left arm on top of right. And then weave the arms into eagle arms, okay? Now, if that doesn't work for you, okay, what you can do is send the left arm to the side into the crook of the right elbow, and you breathe here, okay? So you've got your right knee bent, you've got warrior two legs. Lovely. If you've got eagle arms, you can lift the elbows with the inhale, and a slight sending forward of the arms on the exhale. Great, it's undo those arms, inhale, reach wide. And from here, take the arms behind you. Link the fingers, shoulder blades squeeze together, and just lift the chest here. Just a minimal lift, yeah. A bit weird doing this arm shape in warrior two. Another deep inhale. Let's release, straighten the leg, toes forward, and we'll reverse the feet. Inhale, reach the arms up, and landing in warrior two. Exhale. So your left knee's bent, so now right arm on top of left, or send the right arm to the side and be here, okay? Inhale, you can lift the elbows. Exhale, maybe send the forearms forward. Another breath, inhale. Exhale, release, reach the arms wide, arms behind us. So the shoulder blades can squeeze together on the back. Inhale right here. Exhale, release the arms, straighten the leg. Turn the toes point forward, and we'll bring the hands onto the hips. Lifting the chest on the in-breath, and a fold forward on the out-breath. So just give yourself what you need. If you want to bring the floor a little closer, then please do. Block or blocks under the hands. Get that nice little bend to the knees if you need to. Good. Inhale, lengthen your spine, sending the gaze forward. Very nice. And as you exhale, folding. Just breath. Body expanding on the inhale, releasing on the exhale. Now from here, inhale, lengthen your spine, send the gaze forward. Now we'll walk the hands all the way towards the front of the mat. Turn that front foot to toes point forward, and then we'll find our way out. Exhale, downward facing dog. Full in breath here. Full out breath. Inhale to plank. Exhale, knees up or down, chaturanga. Inhale to a cobra. Maybe you want to go a little higher. See how you feel. And exhale, come on back. Downward facing dog. Brilliant. Lift the hips high. Very nice. So from here, we'll exhale, bend the knees to look forward. So you can step or walk or jump your feet towards the hand. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, folding us in. Back to Utkatasana, chair pose. So bend the knees, sinking the sitting bones back. Inhale, here we are, lift the chest. Exhale, straight legs. Back to standing. Let's just take a pause, right? Releasing your arms. Okay, great. So from here, if you've got that yoga belt or anything that resembles a yoga belt, then go ahead and you can grab it, okay? So we're going to do dancer pose, and we'll do it twice. We'll do 2 different variations, okay? If you've not got a yoga belt to hand, don't worry, because you could just do this, the sort of more regular one where you hold the foot and push your leg back, okay? But if you've got the yoga belt, we can do this slightly, it's quite a good one, this, but it's a bit weird. So what we're going to aim to do, now remember, you can also go near a wall, okay? What we're going to do here is a similar thing we did earlier in the salutations, where we're going to have this balance on one leg, okay? And you've got that right knee lifted up, or right foot lifted up, and you can put this yoga belt around the ball of the right foot, and then holding the yoga belt, okay? Now just be mindful as you do this, that you're not kind of creating any sort of tension through the shoulder, you're not kind of putting yourself at a weird angle. So just notice how you can find some ease and stability in the body. Here we are. Great. Now just another breath. Navel can move towards the spine as you exhale. Now from here, we'll start to drop the foot. You might want to lengthen the yoga belt in your hand. Sweep the foot back. I know some of you are quite familiar with this one. That right arm does like a big old circle, and then you'll take both hands onto that yoga belt, okay? Now keeping the right knee pointing down towards the mat. You might then find that you want to start to push the right shin towards the back of the space. Maybe walk your hands a little bit down the yoga belt towards your foot. And breathe here, okay? That doesn't matter, as you know, how deep you go into this. Just keep breathing. When you're ready, exhale, let's release. Good. And then find both feet. Okay, let's change sides. I'm just going to turn around so it's a bit easier, a bit clearer to demo. Right, so here we are. So remember, you can always go near the wall. And it's quite handy sometimes to let your elbow nudge into the wall, okay? Right, so here we are. We started here. And then If you're using the yoga belt, let the arms sweep around. The yoga belt will start to loop around your foot. Yeah, great. Yeah, don't worry if you're wobbly. It's kind of part of the adventure. Both hands can hold it. And then see how you feel. Either stay right there, lifting your chest, or you might find you want to start to push your shin towards the space behind you, okay? One more inhale. And then when you're ready, let's release that. Exhale. Great. Just find your feet. So we're going to do it one more time each side. This time without the yoga belt. So kind of the more traditional way of doing it. Now you have a choice here, as always, of course. So what you can do with this dancer pose gets done in very different ways, and that's fine. If you prefer, when you're holding onto your right foot with your right hand, you might find as you start to push your shin towards the back of the space, you might be more comfortable kind of tipping forward. Okay, that's one way of doing it. Or the other way is almost recreating that similar shape that you have with the yoga belt, where you keep your chest lifted. Okay, it's entirely up to you. So let's go. Let's pick up the right foot. And we'll just do 4 to 5 breaths, okay? In your own pace. Seeing how it feels to square your shoulders towards the front of the mat. Keep pushing away through that raised shin. And then when you're ready, let's release it. And exhale. Brilliant. Find the feet. Give the shoulders a little roll if you like. Now picking up the left foot. And just also bearing in mind, with your standing leg, feel free to keep it in that kind of micro bend. So you're not totally locking the leg shut. You've got the strength to your thigh. Arm up. Good. Then push away. Just another breath. When you're ready, let's release. Find the feet. Okay. Inhale. If you've migrated like I have, come and stand at the front of your mat. Inhale, arms. Exhale to fold. Bend your knees as much as you like, okay? Inhale to lengthen your spine, hands to your shins. And exhale, bend the knees, and we can step back one foot, then the other. Downward facing dog. Come into your knees. Inhale, roll the heart forward. And exhale, let's curl back to that child's pose. Or dome the back, okay? Great. Let's do that twice more. So you're just going to rock up, hands and knees. Roll the heart forward and exhale, curling back. Inhale, roll the heart forward. And exhale, curling back. Nice. Now feel free to stay in child's pose. Or you might prefer to come to your downward facing dog. Exhaling. When you're ready, we'll find a way to sitting. Okay, so you can step through one leg and then the other. Nice. Great. And we've come all the way down to sitting. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we're going to take this Janu sirsasana. So we'll have the right leg bent. But what I wanted to quickly show you before we go into it is we'll do a few breaths in the Janu sirsasana. And then we'll come out. And then the next phase would be to turn. So you face the long edge of the mat. And this is where you can have something like a block or a cushion or something if you need to. And we'll come into a side extension. I want you to just see that, because when you turn, you might have your back to your device, okay? So you might want to arrange yourself so you're facing the directions. When you do turn, you might be looking at your device. But I think you guys know this one, so you might be fine with it. Okay. So let's yeah, I feel the need for a blanket under my sitting bones today. I'm gonna just do that. You might need to, or you might want to, place a little support underneath this knee or thigh. Okay, so the right leg is bent. I'm just going to move forward a bit. I might disappear off my mat. There we go. Okay, let's take the arms up on the inhale. And on the exhale, folding forward. We'll go straight into it. You can keep that left knee bent. Okay. Inhale, lengthen through the spine to look forward. And exhale, gently folding in. Now let your hands either rest on the mat or hold the ankle or the calf or the foot of your left leg. Just another couple of breaths here. Now what you want to be doing here is inviting the right side of your torso in and around towards your left leg. Another breath. Inhale, hands can stay where they are. Lengthen your spine to look forward. Exhale, come back up to sitting. Lovely. So this is a move where you're going to turn. So you'll nudge that right knee towards the back of your mat. And you'll turn so you're facing the long edge of the mat. And just adjust that left leg as much as you want. Okay. So you may want to have a bolster or a cushion or a block just right here. Nice. So I'm going to lean myself, either you can lean into the hand, that'll be the right hand, okay, or, no, sorry, with the left hand, excuse me, or you can place your forearm onto your block or whatever works, okay? So I'm going to take a moment here with my right hand on my right thigh. I'm going to gently anchor that right hip down. You might find if you breathe there, you might want to reduce your height, but you don't have to. I find side extensions like this quite challenging at the moment. And then from here, right arm can come up and over. You can always bend the top arm. If it is within your range of movement to catch that left foot, then go ahead. I mean, I'm going to stay here personally. So whatever works. With the in-breath, could you invite your top ribs to roll a little more towards the ceiling? And then exhale, come all the way back up. You just pause right there. Okay. Going to change sides. So just bring the legs like together. You cross the legs. And I'm just going to turn myself. So I'm going to face the other direction. So when I turn into the side extension, I'm going to face you. All right. So left leg is bent. Inhale, breathing the arms up. And exhale, folding forward. So just let yourself hold wherever you like, okay? Inhale, lengthen your spine. So create all that space for your torso. Stability of your sitting bones releasing down. And exhale, refold. Just 3 complete breaths. Allowing your mind to connect to the one breath you're on. From here, inhale, lengthen your spine, send the gaze forward. Exhale, back to sitting, and we'll nudge ourselves all the way around. Before we do anything, just get yourself settled. Both sitting bones stable. Move that right leg in or forward, I should say, as much as you want. And then leaning here. Maybe the left hand just kind of anchoring that left hip slightly as you lean away from it. Great. Yeah, so you're leaning over to the right side. And then from here, do that. We can start to take the left arm over Wonderful. Good. Maybe the top arm bends to see how you feel. Good. So the in-breath really opening up through the side body. Exhale could invite the navel towards the spine. Just another breath. When you're ready, exhale as release. Come all the way out and just pause. Perhaps bending that extended leg in. Just pausing. Great. I'm going to come to lie down on the back of the body. So I'm going to spin myself around. If you've got your blanket, you want to put it under your head, go ahead and do that. We're just going to do a little dynamic windscreen wiper, okay, with the legs. Before we do that though, let's hug the knees in for a second. You can have the knees quite wide and just have a nice rock about over the back of your body. Just notice how that feels. Okay, so you can place the arms into cactus shape if you like. Gently placing your feet to the mat, about mat width apart. And let's go. So let's take this just 4 times. Exhale, knees go to the right. Just go at your own pace, yeah. You'll inhale to center and then to the left. Okay, when you've taken that 4 times, once again, you can hug the knees in. Let's straighten. You can just hold the backs of your thighs if you like, yeah. Just straighten through the legs now, or lengthen through the legs, I should say. Taking the feet towards the ceiling. You can keep the knees as bent as you like. And then exhale, lower the feet down. Let's do that twice more. This time, if you want, you can take the arms up and over your head as you lengthen through the legs. Exhale, bend the knees and lower the arms, lower the feet. And again, inhale. And exhale, lower. This time you can hug the knees. And we'll just move into Shavasana whenever you're ready. It can be a little bit short. It's often the way on a Monday morning. If you don't want to lie down here, then feel free to make your journey back to sitting. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to take a great big stretch through my body. Then exhale, soften. Let the eyes close. And just allow the body to soften and release. Allowing the jawbone to relax. Your forehead smooth and wide. Your eyes gently releasing in the pools of their sockets. So you can slowly just take a full in breath and a full out breath. Again, inviting that fullness of your inhale. And maybe a sigh, release of your exhale. So you might want to take some gentle movements, fingers and toes, maybe a stretch. Just feel free to hug your knees in. And just come back to sitting. Just pause right here. Taking just a moment here to stay really quiet just for another minute. Just gently observing the breath. No control if you can, just that easy rise and fall of each breath. Inviting that full in breath, maybe a sigh, a little short closing poem for today's practice. This is called Yes, and it's by William Stafford. It could happen any time. Tornado, earthquake, Armageddon. It could happen. Or sunshine, love, salvation. It could, you know. That's why we wake and look out. No guarantees in this life, but some bonuses, like morning, like right now, like noon, like evening. So please let's bring the hands together into prayer pose at the heart. And let's seal this practice with one together. Exhale fully. Inhale. And may all beings know peace and know love and be free from suffering. And may we all teach peace by example. Thank you so much. Okay, everyone, thank you. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. What a treat. Monday morning, start of the week. It's all good. Bye, Hannah. Lovely to see you. Have a great day. Okay. Bye. Bye, Jane. I'll see you soon. Thanks for joining. Bye.